I guess you gotta love your job. Because if you do not love what you do for a living every day, then you might want to reconsider, reevaluate, and refocus on what you do every day. I love my job. If you don't love yours, I'm sorry, but I love my job. And I love when we have special guests to stop by the GMAP Broadcast Network. And of course, today is no different. I'm loving. Wait a minute. If I can't get a smile out of her, I'm hanging up and deleting everything. Everything. I'm just going to delete it, and I'm going to send her a deletion notice. Yeah. Yeah. Delete. I tell you, I'm loving what I'm doing. I'm loving having this young lady stop by. I'm loving just having her be a part of the GMAP Broadcast Network family. I'm just loving on her. And today is no different. I am grateful. I'm honored. I'm privileged. I'm blessed. And if there's anything else I can think of that I have not mentioned, y'all let me know, because I'm that too. All right? But with no further ado, we are proud to introduce to some and present to others this awesome young lady. And there's a two-part to this. But we're going to start off with her being one of our, I guess you can call it, our featured authors on the GMAP Broadcast Network. All you have to do is stop by gmap1.com. And, of course, click on the tab that is simply titled Featured Authors. All right? When you go there, all you have to do is look for the publication that I am currently, okay? I just want you to know, currently going to be showing you on our television screen. And I want you all to click on that cover. Make sure that you click on it, and it will take you to the necessary location to find out more intimate information and details about the author as well as the publication, okay? With no further ado, nevertheless, Keisha M. Conyers is here. Good afternoon, or good more afternoon, because it's morning in some areas and it's afternoon in others. Good more afternoon. How are you?
Hey, how are you? I am well, doing well.
Y'all know what? That's a good sign. She gave me the hey. That's a good sign. Hey, I am wonderful. If you can't tell, I must be slipping. I tell you, if you can't tell I'm doing fabulous, then something's wrong with you, not me. All right. Introduce yourself. Wait a minute. Here's my drum roll, because my my studio audience is on COVID. So that's my drum roll, and that's my audience. That's my studio audience. Please introduce yourself. Tell us who you are. Tell us where you're from. Who is Keisha M. Conyers? Tell us about it.
I am a technologist. I am business guru. I am entrepreneur and now new author. Born and raised right here in the South, country Southern girl, just trying to live out her best life.
Ooh, wait. You said a mouthful right there. You know what she said? You said the word guru. I haven't heard that word in so long. That is a good word. And now you're officially a broadcaster as of today. So,
Yes.
you might not want to forget that. Keisha, first of all, let me thank you publicly and personally. I'm loving on you right now, so accept it, okay? I thank you, number one, for just being here with us today. That's number one. I'm thanking you also, number two, for accepting the invitation to be a part of the GMAP Broadcast Network family. Number three, I thank you for allowing us to be a part of your ongoing journey. Woo!
Thank you for having me. Thank you for the invitation.
And thank me for whatever else you can thank me for, but I'm going to thank you. I want you to accept it. It's my DNA.
Yes.
Duplicate, not accept it. Tell us about it.
That book was birthed out of prayer. I was actually in a place in my life where I felt like giving up. I felt like I didn't know what my next step was going to be, and that was is what God gave me. A lot of the times right now, I feel like we're in a identity crisis, and this is the book for my generation to look into yourself with COVID and everything that's going on. It's caused us to take a look at ourselves and having to deal with self. So this book tells about myself. It tells about some of the struggles I've had, talks about some principles of faith, some principles of leadership, and just looking at how to pursue your purpose in a time such as this.
Wow. Now, I got to ask, is this a book written, produced, and provided due to personal experiences that you have had in, over life?
Yes, it talks about some very personal trials, tribulations, some things that I've overcome, and just wanted to be able to share those personal experiences. I get a lot of phone calls, and some of the calls I get are some of the things that I've gone through. So just being able to help others who do not have direct access to me, I thought I would put it on paper so I can impact more people.
Wow. Amazing. It, and I kind of knew, uh, I guess, I know off the top that it's going to garner some immediate attention.
Yes.
It's my DNA. you know, everything is DNA today.
Yes.
You can't, what, and DNA is evidence. See,
Yes.
people need to recognize what this really means. I recognize it. I'm loving what I do because God reveals things to me even when I don't know.
Yes.
It's my DNA. It's evident and it's evidence that what you have presented to myself and viewers and listeners around the world is evidence that, number one, you are going to go through some trials, some tribulations. You're going to experience some setbacks, downfalls, doubt. People are going to dog you out, disrespect, and dishonor you. Okay,
Yes.
did I miss anything?
You got it.
Oh, no, 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 no. I did miss something. There's going to be some animosity and gossip involved in that.
Absolutely.
Okay, because see, I can't miss nothing. Okay, but it's my DNA. It's evidence. Okay, now I just want to tell you something real quick. Your destiny was determined before your delivery.
That's
Okay?
Bible.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's biblical right there. Yeah. Go ahead, Pastor Kevin. Tell him. All right, that's biblical right there. Your destiny was determined before your delivery. Now, let me tell you what the key is to that. You must be willing to endure the process.
Chapter 3, yeah.
Go, girl, you know what you're talking about.
It's chapter 3.
Yes.
The process is necessary without the animosity, without someone talking about you. It's the pain that produces the promise. So that's why we have to go through in order to produce the things that are inside of us that we would never get to without the pain. If we never had the heartache, if we never had the disappointments, we would never get to the very thing that's inside of us that we need to take us to our next level.
I am just going to officially let the world know that in the Bible it says, "Thou shalt not steal." That's biblical, right?
Yeah.
But it's the pain that produces the process is something that I've just stolen from you. Now, I'm keeping it honest,
Yeah.
because it's true.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, look at what Jesus had to endure while he was here on the face of the earth. Wow. He had to get spit on, beaten down, lied on, skin ripped from his body. Everybody, you know what? Look at you. Look at you, Keisha. Everybody hollering, "Crucify him."
Yeah.
I can feel people talking. I can feel people saying that about me right now.
And about me too.
Yeah. They talking about us. Crucify them.
Yeah.
Right now. They doing too much. So wow. Okay, say that again. Say that again. It's the pain that
It's the pain
produces.
that produces the promise.
Thou shalt not steal.
Hmm.
But I'm sorry, Lord, forgive me for my sins. But that's stolen. Okay, now, he's not, let me ask you this. Now, is this actually? It's my DNA. Duplicate, not accepted. Is this your first publication? Is this something that was Is this a follow up to something that was previously written, or is this just your freshman project put out there for the eyes and ears of the people?
This is the very first one. And to be honest, I was afraid to release it, but the response and the impact that I've had thus far has been unexplainable. Just never know what people need.
You know, everybody. You know what? Everything that we do, somebody needs it.
Mm-hmm.
See, and that's the thing. And a lot of people these days, Keisha, they focus on the masses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I said that. I said that correctly.
Yeah.
I just, they focus on the masses. That means if I can't reach 1,000 people,
Yeah.
then it's not relevant. It's not necessary. It's not worth it. Well, let me tell you something. If you give me two churches and one church has 1,000,000 members and the other church has 10 members, the 1,000,000 member church, I am entertaining them beyond belief.
Mm-hmm.
I am making everybody in that church happy. In the 10-member church, I'm saving souls.
Yeah.
Ooh, wait. You can put me in the 10-member church and let me save one soul at a time and let all of the angels in the heavens rejoice, and put me in a church with 1,000,000 members and everybody getting entertained, but no souls getting saved. Come on.
Right, right, right.
So, hey, I'm loving what you're doing, and I'm appreciating you for allowing me to assist you. I got some more stuff for you. I'm going to keep putting you out there as long as you allow me to. Keep smiling and tell me don't stop.
Let's do it.
If you tell me don't stop, I'm not going to stop. Woo! All right, now tell me this. It's my DNA. I love that. I got to keep saying that. It's my DNA. All you have to do is pay attention because, of course, if you don't know now, Keisha is one of our featured authors on the GMAP Broadcast Network. All you have to do is go to gmap1.com, click on the tab that is titled Featured Authors. You will, I just guarantee you will see a copy of the current publication cover that I'm showing you on our television screen. It's my DNA. I love saying that. It's evidence, Keisha. It's evidence. All you have to do is click on the cover. It will take you to the necessary location to find out more intimate information and details about this outstanding young lady, this beautiful-hearted person, the author, Keisha. I tell you, I'm just loving on you right now because this is great. And it will take you to the necessary location to find out more information about the author as well as the publication. Now, I know there's going to be a lot of individuals out there asking, Keisha. And in a moment, we're going to tell them. But before I get to that, I got to say this to you. You know that we are, I guess you can say, role models to somebody, whether we like it or not.
Yeah.
Somebody is always watching. I'm watching you, Keisha. I see, even when you at a distance, I got my binoculars out. All right? I'm watching you. And they're saying to themselves, I really appreciate. Now, I'm watching you from a distance. Me, Pastor Kevin, I'm watching you from a distance right now. I got my binoculars out. I'm saying, there she go. There she go right there. But I'm saying to myself also, I wonder what I would have to do to get myself on track. I wonder what I have to do to step up and step out on faith the way Keisha did, the way Keisha is doing. I mean, I got a book in me, but I'm kind of scared. But Keisha did it. She was scared. What words of encouragement would you have to share with someone like that today?
I've actually had someone ask me that recently, and they said the same thing. I look up to you, I admire you. I think the thing that I would say is to be yourself. This is what the book is all about. Duplicate, not accepted. Basically says there is something in you that cannot be copied. We try to copy things, but it does not produce the same thing that you can and will produce. Just being yourself, just being comfortable and knowing who you are is the very thing that I would inspire them and tell them to do.
Wow. Well said. I tell you, it's well said. And I appreciate you sharing that because you were talking to me.
Yeah.
You were talking to me, and I'm going to tell you why. Because I keep I keep looking at what's being infiltrated in my spirit and in my mind, and a book keeps coming up out of
Yeah.
me, and it's a very, very, very serious book, but yet needs to be told. And the name of the book is Confessions of a Pastor,
Wow.
the Kevin T. Strawder story.
Wow.
And the reason I say that is because I got a lot of stuff to share, a lot of stuff that people don't know, yet a lot of stuff that pastors won't tell.
Mm.
See, they're afraid to because they're afraid of what those million members might think of them to stop those tithes and offerings coming in.
Being judged. Yep.
Keep your money. As a matter of fact, if you are on social media, unfriend me. Unfriend me because you know what? If everybody on social media unfriend me, and the only friend I got on there is named Jesus,
Yeah.
I'm good. Because to me, Jesus is Jesus. You know Jesus. You know Jesus. So everybody unfriend me because, it's amazing. It's amazing because everybody will be judgmental to you. Now, if that same individual were to walk up to you today that you may be inspiring, you may be a role model to, and they say, Keisha, I love what you're doing. I've been paying attention to you. I see where you've been. And I see where you are. But what's next for Keisha? What would your response be to that?
I want to build a legacy. When you're in your purpose, you have no retirement date. So as long as you're able to breathe, live, then every day is another day to build legacy, to build longevity, to make an impact. I am the answer for my generation to some problem that we're facing. And I can only give that answer by building a legacy, one
Wow.
to remember, one that will stand for others to watch and see.
I'm going to say one thing to you, Keisha, behind that response that you just made. I want kind of reminds me of I'm finna.
Yeah. I'm trying not to be country on here, but it's
Ah! No, 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 no. It's not country. What I'm saying is it's the word. I
mm-hmm.
want to leave a legacy. I'm finna be a author. I'm finna be a broadcaster. I'm finna be a preacher. I'm finna be a role model. I'm finna be a father. I'm finna. No, well, I tell you what. Let me know when you do. You don't you have already incorporated, released, and left a legacy, whether you know it or not.
Yes.
I'm telling you what I know. You have touched somebody's heart already that's going to carry them through day in, day out, month in, month out, year in. When Keisha has been called home to glory, that legacy will still remain. You've already done it. You ever heard the term "it's already done"?
Yep.
Claim it. 'Cause I ain't finna do nothing. Absolutely. I'm finna get started. No. Keisha, I'm not gonna let you roll with me like that. You ain't finna do nothing. You are doing, and it is already. It's in your DNA.
Yes.
Come,
That's
all
it. That's it.
right. Come,
You got it.
it's evidence.
Yes.
I mean, let me ask you this. For anything to exist these days, in order to get basically convicted in a court of law, the main thing that rose in the court of law is what?
Evidence.
That's right. And if you got evidence, then oh my goodness.
You in the book, sir. That's
You know,
it.
you getting me fired up. You getting me fired up. Okay. Girl, you getting me fired up. What is faith?
Substance of
Come on.
things hoped for. Evidence.
Come on. The
That's scripture.
substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Everything revolves around evidence. And wow, girl, you know what? Let me move on here. Let me yeah, evidence.
That's a revival right there.
Come on now. You know what? And let me ask every pastor, preacher, minister in the world. When Jesus was carrying his own execution device, walking down that long road of Golgotha, while people were spitting on him, they was hollering, crucify him, ripping his skin from his body, kicking him while he down, all that. Let me ask you one question. Were you there? I didn't think so. See, so we all have to step up and step out on this thing called faith.
Yes.
Faith. The substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen.
My God.
Okay, I'm preaching now. I better stop. See, and
When he got out the tomb, there was no evidence.
Oh, no, oh, go on, girl. See, we're gonna do a tag team sermon.
You gonna start?
We're gonna do a tag team sermon. And I always tell people, a lot of people don't even understand the word faith. Keisha.
Yeah.
People hear it, they hear it said in church, and we all give that biblical definition, the evidence of things not seen. We all give it. It's substance, it's evidence. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna give those that are less fortunate to understand. If you really want to embrace what Keisha and I have embraced in DNA, take the word faith. You can hear the biblical definition of it all day and still not understand it. But let me give you a layman's term so you can hold on to it and share it with those that are yet to come. Take the first letter in each word. For all I trust him.
That's good.
And take it and run with it. Because it's, okay. Keisha, if somebody wanted to purchase.
Good. That's good, Pastor. That's good.
Hey, it's true.
I might steal that one.
Hey, you know what? Thou shalt not Okay, I tell you what. We can make it right with God right now. I'll share that with you if you share. It's the pain that produces promise. Okay?
Yeah.
So that means we ain't stole nothing. We see how God worked it out? So, okay. Now, if somebody wanted to reach out and show their love, care, concern, and support to you as an author, as well as the publication that you have released, they wanted to purchase it, they wanted to download it, they wanted to receive a signed copy, what would be the process for them to do just that?
Well, the book is available now on Amazon. You can go to Amazon, type in It's My DNA, or search my name, Keisha Conyers. I am also on Facebook, Instagram, so you can search my name, and it'll pop right up.
Oh, okay. And we will not let them forget about little old GMAP Broadcast Network down here in the lower left-hand corner of everything in small print.
Yes.
You know what, though? I don't mind maintaining the presence of small print because 9 times out of 10, the small print is the most important print on the paper.
Yep.
You better pay attention to the small print or you might just, okay. So you can't forget that. So, of course, it's on Amazon. We do want to show our love, care, concern, and support. I'm gonna do my due diligence and show mine. But we encourage you, stop by, go to Amazon, click, stop by GMAP1.com, click on the cover, find out what it is that you can do. We encourage you. This is something that was literally done in faith, but you had to do it because you were led to. Sometimes, Keisha, God will put us in some very uncomfortable situations.
Mm-hmm.
But he does that to allow us to realize that you cannot, you should not, as a matter of fact, you will not
Yes.
hope and have faith in no one but him.
Yes.
We look at this, everybody talking about this, what is it, virus, corona, COVID, what is it?
Yeah. COVID. American.
Whatever it is.
Yeah.
I'm still yet see why am I the only one not worried? I'm still trying to understand. I mean, I wear my mask and I do what they tell me to do, but help me understand this, Keisha. Maybe you can clarify something for me. Now, when we look at this, what is it, virus, COVID, whatever. When we look at it, why have we allowed this unseen virus to really have such a huge effect on our daily lives? You can't see it, you can't smell it, but you can experience it.
Wow.
But yet it has a huge effect on everybody's life. I mean, everybody from the president to the janitor, my goodness, the homeless man on the streets wearing a mask. Come on. A homeless man that you don't even see, he done found a mask on the ground, picked it up and put it on because he don't want to have this unseen virus to have an effect on the rest of his life. He want to live.
Yeah.
But answer me one question. Why is it that you can allow this unseen virus to have such a huge effect on your life, but you will not allow the unseen God to have that same effect?
Wow.
That was a question. I don't get it. But you can allow this unseen virus to make you wear a mask every day. You can allow this unseen virus to make you go get a booster shot. You can allow this unseen virus to make you stand sick. You don't even want to hug nobody no more. you air hug.
Right.
I'm a air high five you. Okay, all right. I'm preaching again. Let me stop. Let me get back to what you're doing, Keisha. I appreciate you being here, and I thank you so much again. Just for those that don't know, now you know Keisha is one of our featured authors on the GMAP, and I've just elevated this. I just decided I'm just gonna keep you there. I'm loving on you right now. I just decided that I'm just gonna keep you there. It's my DNA. What that means is it doesn't get old. It doesn't get old. The Bible doesn't get old.
Nope.
They got the same Bible they had 300 years ago. But yet we still preaching out that same Bible. And somebody asked, Keisha, if you was a preacher, what would make your word any less than a T.D. Jakes?
Different platform, but same gospel.
You preaching out the same Bible, aren't you? Well, that means your word just as powerful as his. He can say what he wants. He got a good deliverance. God blessed him with a way to deliver the message. But, your word is just as powerful. Keisha, I can't stop loving on you. I appreciate you. Before I move on, I'm going to move over and I'm going to give you an opportunity to look in that camera and share exactly what is on your heart to our viewers and listeners around the world. I'm moving over and I'm going to say, Keisha, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Pastor. I just want to encourage each and every one of you who was listening and who was watching this broadcast to know that there is something in you that cannot be duplicated, no matter how big, no matter how small. It is not too late. As long as you are living, there's still something in you, and you have to give to someone else. Continue to live and make an impact. There is more in you. You should not give up. You still have more to give.
Wow. Well, it's my DNA. You know what? Stay close, don't move. We shall return. We'll be right back right after this, right here on the number one faith-based motivational and inspirational broadcast platform in the country. That would be us. GMAP Broadcast Network, GMAP1.com. We'll be right back right after this. Stay close, okay? Ooh, I love my job. I did before, I still do, and I will continue to do just that. Welcome back. Welcome back to the number one faith-based, motivational, and inspirational broadcast platform in the country, GMAP Broadcast Network, GMAP1.com. Yours truly, Pastor Kevin, along with my guest, and I'm loving on her, and I can't, you know what? I won't stop whether she like it or not. Keisha, welcome back. How you doing? You all right?
Yes, thank you. Glad to be here.
Ooh-wee. I can say, you know what? We can just keep repeating. Push the repeat button. We can just keep saying that. You know, I am grateful not only because of the publication that you have been able to bless us with, viewers, listeners around the world, but I am just as grateful. I am just as appreciative. I am just as honored to have you here because of the outstanding business that you have been blessed with. You know what? I can't do any due diligence. Am I saying it right? Kimon?
Yes.
I'm saying it right?
Yes. Kimon, yes.
Okay. Well, you know what? Kimon, tell us about it if you don't mind.
Keimon Consulting is birthed right out of me. It is actually my government name. I took the first three letters of my name and produced my business. Keimon actually means wealth consulting. So I figured that was perfect. Wealth isn't just financial, but it's wisdom. It's a lot of knowledge. So coming to my consulting business, you're going to get knowledge, you're going to get wisdom for your service, for your product, based upon your needs for what you're trying to do with your vision.
Wow, Kimon Consulting. You know, you said a lot when you said wealth is just not financial, but it's wisdom. You know, a lot of times people don't even believe they lack it. You know, everybody wants to know everything. You know, I know. You know, how many times you could try to tell somebody something and just be honest with them and just share a little wisdom. I mean, I'm over. My son, 17 years old, I was trying to explain to him that I played football in college with Jerry Rice.
Wow.
I played football at Mississippi Valley State with one of the world's greatest receivers. Now, back then, I felt like I was a great running back. I mean, couldn't nobody tell me nothing, you know. And in addition to that, I felt like Eric Totten was a outstanding quarterback. I mean, out off the chain, but nobody ever heard about us. Nobody knew anything about a Kevin, Eric, but everybody knew about Jerry. You know, Jerry Rice this, Jerry Rice that. But you know what? It made me feel good to know not that I played with him, but he wanted and needed me there to assist him along the way of his journey. You know,
Yeah.
when he got the pass in the backfield and I was in front of him, somebody had to block.
Yeah.
Somebody had to worry about that little running back out of the backfield when you got that wide receiver 80 yards down the field. So it wasn't just a one-sided issue. I'm proud. I was proud when Bill Walsh came to the college. You know, he was the only white man on the college, but I was proud.
Right.
But I try to explain to people that wisdom is key. Keymon Consulting provides wisdom. That word alone means more to me than money.
It does.
How did it get started? I mean, I know that you started it and it's based on your name, your first couple of letters of your name, but what led you, Keisha, to really dig deep, stay focused, begin, and stay on the journey to produce Keymon Consults?
I had a lot of people coming to me for advice, and I saw that they were prospering off of that knowledge and advice that I was giving to them. So I started looking and I realized I'm consulting them on their business. So I stepped out on faith, went out, and I started consulting others. I took it from a private to a public sector.
Hmm. Hmm. You know, I guess you beat me to the punch. I mean, I'm learning because a lot of people, as a matter of fact, I'm going to rewind the tape and press play here. When I first became a pastor, I was called and led to pastor one of the very first online churches
Hmm.
long ago. Now, the ironic thing about it was the church grew, it wasn't me. The church grew from like 6 people to like 1,600 people in less than 6 weeks.
Wow.
And I'm not talking about just men, I'm talking about loyal members. Members that will question me if I wasn't there. Members that will send their dollar. You know how they put a dollar in the tithes and all? They gonna send that dollar if they don't send nothing else. But when you're saving souls and you're doing it for the right reasons, those dollars don't really mean as much as you share wisdom with these people.
Yes.
And if they're going to be loyal and question when I'm unavailable, then to me, that's showing them a love for Christ and a love for Christ who is using me to share the word with them. Wisdom.
Yeah.
So that, wow. Now, what exactly? I mean, can you at least share intimately or in detail some of the services or exactly what it is that you have to offer to the viewers and listeners around the world that may be considering reaching out and talking to Keisha at Keymon Consulting?
Some of the primary services I offer are taking your vision off paper and bringing it into fruition. A lot of times we have these visions and ideas, but we don't know where to start. We don't know how to start. So I just set up a consultant, 15 minutes, first 15 minutes are free. And I meet with the person and I discuss what that idea is. One of the biggest things that I found is their idea. There is no idea that is too crazy per se. There is nothing that is that cannot be done. I think a lot of people are afraid and they think their idea is off the wall, or they think it's not good enough. So one of the biggest things I do, no matter what it is, I help you to bring that vision to life, regardless of what it is. We also provide financial management skills. We also, I also do graphics. So I've been doing a lot of logo creations and graphic designs lately. So basically, give us your vision and we bring it to life.
So I don't know what to do when I think about beginning the process of writing my book, Confessions of a Pastor. You know, let me say this. I'm gonna rewind the tape and go back to that. People don't know that. A pastor one time shared with me, and see, I know he wouldn't share this with others because he would be afraid of how they might look at him or respect him or honor him now that he shared that. But a pastor once told me, Kevin, I can trust you. I said, that's your problem. You in trouble now. But I won't say who or when or where, but he said, Kevin, I have to go in my office every Sunday and I have to shoot heron between my toes
Wow.
before I go out and preach the word. And I said, well, I'm going to say this. Your personal issues is your personal issues, but your spiritual guidance is second to none. So every time you walk out there and preach God's word, you preach it like you've never preached it before. Because whatever you do, wherever you go, whoever you see, that's okay with me. But if anybody has any other issues about it, tell them to take it up with Jesus, not you. Because you weren't put in that position to be misguiding or misleading. You're not misleading anyone. You're just facing. You think Jesus wanted to get beat down, spit on, talked about, and still preach the word? Okay, I'm preaching again. I, I didn't know. Can I get a witness now? Okay. So I'm gonna get back to Key Mind Consulting now. If individuals wanted to utilize your service and they know what you do, they appreciate what you do, where you are, where you've been, and where you're going, and they say, well, you know what? I've made my decision. I appreciate her sharing that information with us. I'm getting ready to kick this thing off, but I got to find out where to start. I'm going to contact Key Mind Consulting. I'm going to contact Keisha. What is it that they need to know and or do in order to reach you, in order to get their project started?
Just look us up on Facebook and Instagram, Kimon Consulting. Send us a message and we will respond as soon as we get it, as soon as possible.
And of course, I want people to also know that Keep My Consulting has officially become one of the GMAP Broadcast Network partners. So you can go to the GMAP Broadcast Network at gmap1.com. That's G like God, M like Mary, A like Apple, P as in Paul, but I always say praise, because I want you to understand that it's okay to praise him no matter what you do, where you go, who you see, why you see him, and all that good stuff. You know what, Keisha, people need to know how to reach you, and I appreciate wisdom, but I'm gonna tell this little quick story. People didn't understand why. As a matter of fact, someone saw me riding a bike, a bicycle, not a bicycle, one of the things you pedal.
Yeah.
Okay, not one of them things you like. No, I'm talking about I'm talking
Yeah,
about that.
yeah.
But when they saw me riding this bike in the winter,
Mm.
I was riding this bike down the street with no hands and my hands up, singing I know the Lord will make a way. I was singing that song. And people thought I was crazy. As a matter of fact, for a minute I might have thought I was crazy too. Until I look back, I'm riding down the street. They don't understand that I'm sitting there giving God the praise and the glory for a reason. And that reason was they don't know that I had just came off of stroke. They don't know that I had just lost every movable item on the right side of my body. I couldn't see out of my right eye. I couldn't hear out of my right ear. I couldn't move my right arm. I couldn't utilize my right leg. Ain't nothing I can do on the right side of my body. They were talking about putting me in some sort of 6-month inpatient rehabilitation process, which means they were going to take me completely away from society for 6 months.
Wow.
And that means I was going to have to go MIA. And then that's not the icing on the cake, Keisha. They told me they was going to give me a walker when I got released. Wait a minute. You trying to tell me you finna give a 50-year-old man a walker to walk around society with for the rest of his life over this stroke? I beg to differ. No, you ain't. I'm not finna be no 50-year-old man walking around with a walker.
Wow.
At that particular moment, it became mind over matter. I was convinced that you wasn't going to do that to me. And I kid you not, to God be the glory. If God is my witness, Keisha, wealth and wisdom speaks volume, but it was wisdom because somebody incorporated it in me that you weren't going to do that to me. So the moral to the story is you don't know my story. See, people don't understand why you do what you do. That's why I have to honor and respect and love on you. People don't understand why you do what you do, but it has been incorporated into you to get it done.
Yeah.
And I honor you for that. I love you for that. I appreciate you for that. And I will continue to do everything I can to support you for that, because there's there's a reason and a foundation behind what you're doing. It's not just something you're doing for entertainment.
No.
Whew. Girl, I'm going to move over once again. I want you to share what it is that's on your heart about Keisha Consulting. Even rewinding the tape, it's my DNA. I want you to share what it is that's on your heart. Be sure to let people know how they could reach you, what's the best possible way to reach out to you. And, of course, we will continue to show our love, care, concern, and support here on the GMAP Broadcast Network for you when it comes to Keisha Consulting, as well as, now, you know, I'm not going to forget about It's My DNA, duplicate, not accepted. I want you to know that we appreciate who you are, what you're doing, when you're doing it, why you're doing it, who you're doing it with. We appreciate that. I'm moving over, and I'm going to say, Keisha Conyers, the floor is yours.
Thank you. If you want to contact Keisha Consulting, you can look us up on Facebook and Instagram. Whatever your next project is, we are the consultant for you. No matter how big, no matter how small, we're here to push your vision, and we're going to push it until you're satisfied with that. Contact us today for your next project need.
I'm contacting you now, and I want those 15 minutes. See, you said something important. You said, I'm going to give you the first 15 minutes free. Well, book me for 15 minutes right now. I tell you, I appreciate you. I love you. I want you to know it. And anything that we can do, Keisha, we want to be able to do it. You do, and you are aware that you officially have our number. We don't want you to just have it. We want you to use it. Pick up that phone, call, text, chat, tweet, whatever you do, do it. Reach out to us and let us know what we can do to assist you in any way, shape, form, or fashion that we can. And I want you to know something else. The answer will always be yes, and you will never, ever, ever have to ask us twice.
Thank you.
Ba-dum-ting. I love you for that. Listen, we'll be inviting you back to find out how things are going. For any of you that may have missed any portion of this conversation, it will be posted on our YouTube channel shortly. It'll also be pushed over on Facebook along with some other social media platforms. We're going to air it on our weekly cable television program, and we're going to go beyond that. I just haven't told Keisha what we're going to do yet. So I just want you to know that it is coming, and I want you to keep your support going. Reach out, show us some love. And hey, I'm going to rewind the tape all the way back to your book being on Amazon.
Yes.
When or if you utilize Amazon to purchase this publication, I want you to take just a few extra moments and please leave a review.
Yes.
Okay? Please. I mean, I'm asking you. I'm sure Keisha will appreciate it. Amazon will appreciate it. I will appreciate it. And really and truly, the rest of the viewers and listeners around the world will appreciate it as well. Please take a few extra moments, get the book, read the book, and leave a review. Hey, I don't want anybody to hear me publicly, but even if you got to lie about it, leave a review. All right, just leave one anyway. Thou shalt not lie, thou shalt not steal, but y'all know me and Keisha done stole from one another already, but we asked for forgiveness. Keisha, I love you, sweetie. I appreciate you. I'll be reaching out to you shortly to let you know where we go from here. Until next time, I want you to continue to be blessed and continue to basically be a blessing to others in the meantime, okay?
Thank you.
Oh, no. Thank you. You know, everybody always want to thank me. No, thank you. You accepted the invitation to be here. You accepted the invitation to be a part of our family. And you accepted the invitation. Well, you allowed us to be a part of your journey. All right? Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, Keisha Conyers here, GMAP Broadcast Network, Keyman Consulting. Of course, it's my DNA. Pick up your copy today. Peace. God bless you. Take care. Take it easy. And if it's good to you, take it twice. All right? You take care. I'll see you soon, okay? God bless you.